for a company called Collabra. The company was in Bangalore. It's an IT services company and financials and consulting. The role there was more, I played a role of an associate engineer where I had client interactions, development of web portals. It was more technical. But what I want to talk to you guys today about is my company that I worked for last. Where majority of my career I spent in that Pacific Controls. To give you an idea of what Pacific Controls is, Pacific Controls today in Dubai market is very well known for its energy services. The way the chairman has positioned the company is, the office itself is a green building and LEED certification, which is the highest rated. It's called Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. The office that I used to work in is a LEED certified. It's the first platinum rated green building in the Middle East. So we have people come in just to look at the building. And apart from that, it's the 16th rated LEED platinum rated green building in the world. Now to talk to you about the core business of Pacific Controls. They have three main verticals, and fortunately I've worked in all verticals. One is called remote monitoring services. When I say remote monitoring services, it's monitoring assets from a global command control center anywhere around the globe. It could be anywhere. You can actually sit in one command control center where you have subject matter experts and you can see what's happening to buildings anywhere around the world. And assets could be buildings, it could be vehicles, it could be vehicle tracking, anything. The second vertical that I worked for was managed energy services. Managed energy services is the new thing in Dubai. Everyone is concerned on saving energy. We have a project which I'll talk to you about in brief. It's called Emirates Energy Star, which is a very unique project, and we've positioned ourselves very well in the market. The third thing that I worked for was automation. When I say automation, it was in hotel automation, like for example, if this was the room that I needed to automate, lighting, air conditioning, audio visuals, everything would be automated on you could probably operate it from your iPhone, laptop. You could be in India and we would provide you a service where you just need to log in on a laptop and you can view your house, security camera, if anything is done. That is the automation part of the business. So Pacific Controls started into the Dubai market as an automation company, and further it evolved to be an energy services company. Now to talk to you about Emirates Energy Star. So I said I've played roles in all these sectors. So I started off as an engineer, where I used to go to site and implement all that I just said. I used to actually program stuff. Then I was promoted to being a team lead, where I led an entire team. I used to prepare the system design, proposals, send in the technical proposal, check if things are working. I used to assist the team. And the last role that I played, which is the most interesting to me, was business development manager, where I was working for the project called Emirates Energy Star. I'll just tell you in brief what Emirates Energy Star is. I don't know if you all are aware of the energy side, but I'll just tell you what is the offering we have. What we did for Emirates Energy Star was, we went into every building in UAE. Okay, we had large teams. They used to go conduct energy audits of buildings, free of cost. Come back. If there is energy savings potential, when I say energy savings, it could be only in the highest and wide. Which is why we have an opportunity to save energy. Else you won't have. If everyone's using it well, we don't have a choice. So there are cases where we go and see that the building is working fine. So in this case, we go, do the audit for free, come back, build a proposal, and we have a turnaround time of just 1 day, 24 hours. You go, there are multiple teams, like more than 50 teams, going in, auditing, coming back in a day, sitting with the subject matter experts, getting a proposal, and next day you go and submit it. Submit it to the client, then you get a chance to present to the client once you meet the right contact person. But the biggest challenge in this industry is it's very hard to talk to an Arab or any customer who just has no idea, because you're going to explain to him something about energy, saving money. The only way you can click a chord with them is telling them about the money, financials. You highlight the financials on your presentation, they'll be like, okay, then they'll really, and people who are knowledgeable will sign up like this very quickly. Once they get the concept, so all Europeans, mainly Europeans, And Americans, they have, when you talk to them about energy, they already know, because in that side of the world, it's a big thing, saving energy. So as part of this Emirates Energy Star, currently I think, I was just checking with my colleagues, we have 75 buildings that have already secured contracts. When I was working, it was just 1 year, it was very new. But still, we had touched a target of 35 buildings. It's very new, right? And what we even do as part of this program is we finance the entire project. So you don't pay any money upfront. It's up to you if you want, you can pay upfront. We finance the project. You pay us in installments for the equipment that we put to control. So we provide you monthly reports, analysis, this, you can log in, check how much money you're consuming live. If the building, and the people who pay the electricity bills are real estate owners, building owners. So they have huge bills, like more than 2 million, 20 million, hotels, unbelievable waste. So saving 5%, 10% of that is the minimum target. We give them a report. We provide all these services at no cost. You just pay monthly installments of, like, say for example, it was a 1 million project or 600,000. You pay like installments over a 2-year period. We make it attractive enough for him that he just pays 5,000 dirhams a month, which is actually he's paying it off his savings. And at the end of a year, based on the savings percentage he gets, the building is rated. It's Emirates Energy Star rated. A plaque is put into the building where you are certifying, you're showing it to the government that you have been part of reducing the carbon footprint of UAE. Another point that I wanted to talk to you guys about was just to show you the magnitude of what kind of job Pacific Controls gets into. All of you traveled Emirates Airlines, right? Most, I'm assuming. When the flight comes into the Dubai airport, 30 minutes before it reaches lands, there's a signal sent from the flight into the airport, and which decides where your plane actually docks, and then all the other procedures, the baggage systems, immigration systems, all that works on Pacific Controls Galaxy platform. So the projects that we take, most of the projects we take are the long-term contracts, apart from these energy services, long-term 10-year contracts, where we have a very strong relation with Dubai Civil Aviation, Dubai Civil Defense. If a fire alarm breaks in this building right now, a call will come to the university from our office. There's a command. This Dubai Civil Defense is operated from Pacific Controls Command Control Center. So 60,000 buildings currently in Dubai is connected to Pacific Controls. That comes under the remote monitoring services. These are the big projects that I wanted to talk to you about. Even Maidan Race Course, building management systems, the similar thing, all technical stuff, but we integrated to one common level. Now, if SP Jain had multiple universities here, the value proposition we do is, and if there was a facility management team, we could integrate all these systems in all the buildings and provide him one platform. He does not need to go and visit each of these, go manually and go and check what's happening in the building. He could sit at his place and view what's happening. That's, I think, more or less, yeah, I've covered all the projects that I've worked for. There are more projects, but I think we can talk after. And yeah, if I had to tell you about my challenges when I was working as a business development manager, it was very, in this side of the world, negotiation is a big deal. You give him a contract worth 1.5 million dirhams, he will want a reduction. So there were times when, because I need to show my management that I'm making a lot more, right? There were times when I have liberty to decide that I charge a little more, because I know he's going to cut my price. He will cut your price. Unless they cut your price in this side of the world, they feel they haven't made a big deal. They haven't got a good offer. So they cut your price by 5%, 10%, negotiate. So there are times where I have to hike prices and then get it down and then get the contract. I think that's about it. Yeah. Questions if you have. No, it's starting. It's big. It's a big thing in Europe. That's why I said.
The cost of commercial
See, what we do right now, I wouldn't be able to tell you a cost, but as part of this Emirates Energy Star program, every building we're tracking the carbon footprint in tons. So every
carbon dioxide.
Correct, that we've saved. And carbon dioxide is, the carbon tons is nothing but calculations based on your kilowatt hour consumption. Into a factor gives you the carbon ton. we only calculate the tons. Carbon trading is not yet there. Masdar, where you guys went, that has something got to do where they're planning to start trading. But we don't do trading here, it's big only in the Europe.
Pacific company in terms of BMS, were there any OEMs or system integrators?
System integrators.
And
our competitors were Honeywell, Siemens, Lakewood.
so who were the OEMs? Multiple OEMs?
We used to have products from a company called Tritium, which is also part of Honeywell. So we used to use all Tritium products for all our projects. But we are the sole distributors, we are sole distributors of Tritium products in the Middle East.
So, do you also follow the green building norms, like you also
Yes.
audit for green building norms?
For Emirates Energy Star,
Yeah.
we make it's low cost. So all we do is we ensure that we follow standard guidelines of not spoiling any equipment. We just provide energy savings. The building that we have, the office, is of course following all the green building laws. One more point I wanted to make is Pacific Controls has a sister concern called MECSD. It's called Middle East Center for Sustainable Development. That's a consultancy company which does all this. Like you could call, they go into buildings, give all the regulations that are required, make sure that the building is following all
There is a job profile for a consultant who want to be in this particular sector.
Yeah.
And how mandatory is it for the organization to follow the green building law? For the organization,
They get checked. They get every 2 years or 1 year. The people come from lead, and they have verified that if everything is being followed.
So it is mandatory.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you
All right.
so much, Varun.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we have update course session.
Wow.